Alright, YouTubers. I did a video on this a while back pointing out that double wall inflated greenhouse can be a lot of different things. One thing I forgot to mention is a very awesome idea, I think, in my opinion, in my not so humble opinion, that look at that stem wall. That's you know, from 4 tapering down to 3 lines, courses of cinder block, concrete block, okay? Now, let's say you wanted to have a 2-story house, and this thing is a good, I'm going to say 30 feet long, and it's probably 32 wide. That's big, okay? 30 by 32. Let's say you wanted to put on a 2nd floor, and you don't really have a whole lot of money, and maybe it's a northern climate, etc., 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 whatever the situation. That 3-foot high stem wall could just as easily, and if it was done with earth bag or cob or cordwood or rammed earth or earth bag, whatever, any of those alternative things, that could be 8 foot tall. That could be your 1st floor, your living quarters, main living quarters. And then up in the second, you have your, of course you're going to have your floor joist. But here's my point. This structure would give you that from the bottom of that to the top is, I'm going to say, 15 feet at least. Sometime when they're open, I could get in there and measure that, but I'm figuring 15 feet. Okay, so you got a 2nd floor. What does that 2nd floor get you? Money-wise, about $1,000 is what you're going to spend, but it's going to eliminate walls. It's going to eliminate all the sheeting for the roof that you conventionally do with, you know, OSB or sheeting, plywood sheeting, tar paper, blah, blah, blah. I mean, shingles, metal roof, all of those. Inside, you know, you don't need, well, you know, you're outside, your siding, it eliminates siding, it eliminates the sheeting that you're putting the siding on, it eliminates drywall, etc., etc., etc. Now, summertime, pretty hot, yes, but it can be vented, and you can shade cloth it or paint it, and the paint wears off. Once a year you paint it in white, and then the paint wears off. So there you go. That is a heck of an idea. That would save, I have no idea, total expenses on a 2nd floor. But that 3-foot wall could be an 8-foot, and that good 15 feet height. It also can gain you, here's another something that can gain you, is heating system. A solar powered pump. When the sun comes out, it pumps water down to the lower floor for we heat in the winter, and that could be air. They make little UFO looking hoods that collect air and pump it down through just your dryer tubing stuff, and they have that. So that's what they're running this off. That's what they're inflating this off of, is dryer tubing. So that can pump air down from the upper floor. It can also pump water down. Black pipe running back and forth up there, about 5 times, 10 times, whatever, is going to heat up. You could heat a water system, a horse tank, or a cistern in the 1st floor, or even subfloor. You could bury that, and it would heat the entire thing. So anyway, hydronics, hydronic heating, and it's a dehydration system, really excellent for dehydrating. So multiple use, not just a 2nd floor, but it's going to replace a huge amount of expense. And in addition to that, not only is it going to save a lot of money, but it's going to give you multiple uses for the money spent. And I'm going to guess that is 10, 20, 30, yeah. It's a good 32. I'm thinking more like 40. This is a huge, it's a really weird design. It doesn't have your conventional ribs going over like most what you call a hoop house. If you notice that, I think you can see it okay. It has yeah, a very different design. Let's see if I can get up there where you can see the ribs inside. The ribs, quote unquote, are running lengthwise down the length of it, and then Boy, that's a lot of reflection there. There you can kind of see the roofing, what do you call them, trusses, basically, and there are, actually there's only one of those. Oh my gosh. There's one, two, one in the middle. No, three, okay. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 trusses, and then your ribs running lengthwise. Wow. So anyway, there you go. And here's the other one. We looked at that before. Same thing applies. It's just a different design. It is sitting lower because it's the terrain comes lower, so they dropped it lower. But it's a 3 to 4 foot stem wall. Same exact design. They just dropped it down, so they got a little bit of a clear story up there and a bit of a mess sealing that up there. But look at how clean these are. Just beautiful. This is several months later. Awesome. Awesome. So there's a huge savings in construction costs if you're building a large building and multiple use. All right, YouTubers, there you go. This is Jerry Diamond on how to get out of Babylon.com and trying to give you as many ideas on how to get out of Babylon as possible. And this is a great, great, great idea, in my not so humble opinion. Bye-bye.